Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. You belong in Park Lane.
I was gonna say that's not how that one
We
goes,
want
but
you.
okay.
We want you. If you don't join, you're insane.
You
That was not part of tonight's program, but I thought I would
you
just put it in there.
are amazing. You're a poet and you don't even know it. Okay, let's get this moved.
I spend so much time making up little songs about how to put your pajamas on, or how to go to bed without a fuss, or how to pick up things with my grandchildren. Now I just did it to all of you guys. So welcome, welcome. We are purposely kind of like biding our time here because Janine, God love her, she's got to put this in like three different places. You guys, I'm sorry, but I have a massive audience.
That just sounded
I mean,
terrible.
CBS and MSNBC are standing by, as is ESPN, while Janine gets it all in there. So
And everyone here is listening to me type right now. So just
everyone is listening to our
you
opportunity.
have five specific places I needed to go to. So we're almost there. But Mary
We're
Kay,
almost
do
there.
tell, do tell. Now you just said to me that you're getting some organizing done at home. What type of things have you been doing today?
Yeah, like and this is something I learned as running my own business too, and I've absolutely trained, maybe not you personally, but others on, is like sometimes before you can like get going, you need to like organize your space almost, like when my kids were sick, the first thing I would do, not the first thing, but one of the things that I would do is put like clean sheets on their bed, vacuum their room. You just kind of felt like, okay, now we have a clean environment in which you can be sick and get better. So yeah, so today I was in one of the I've been looking at it forever and getting mad at myself every time I don't do anything about it, and then just going to like lay down on my bed or something instead of doing it. And today I, like, from the minute I got up and really until here, till I'm with you guys, I have been cleaning out drawers and cupboards and stuff. Spring cleaning, it's probably a thing. I'm
And it
nesting.
makes you feel good, don't you think? I always think it makes you feel good, like
Yes, yes. And I do have to tell all of you, like, uh, truly, when I went and put just a different shirt on and then I put my jewelry on, I have the same pants on that I had on all day. They're not looking too good. But it was like, it is a lift, it really
oh, it's
does
total
give you
lift.
a lift,
No, it's total
So
lift. Total
I'm
lift.
sure, I hope it gives you guys a lift that I did something with my appearance because you didn't want to see it a little earlier. So,
Oh, we love you no matter. You know what I found out ever since we started doing lives like this, not just this particular live, but like lives in general on Facebook. It's interesting because you think you have to be camera ready, but honestly, your friends and followers and fans and the people that love you the most, they don't care what you look like. They just want to hear from you because they have fun. They enjoy you.
yeah,
And you've always said that, and I've always been like, no, like your hair has to be a certain way. No, but it doesn't. I go
yeah.
live sometimes in the morning before I go to the gym. I have a headband on, I look like a cone head, no makeup, no jewelry, no jewelry. And they still come on and they're still lovely. And it's just really, really awesome. I think that we build communities here of women and a few good men that are just so powerful for everyone involved.
Yep,
And I love that. So
absolutely.
Kim Bain, I see that you're on. I'm going to ask you personally to make sure I am live in all the groups because I think I did it. I think I did it, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, that was a lot. So we have the opportunity. I have the opportunity every Monday night. I think this is just so pleasurable for me because every single Monday night I get to talk to our organization's executive company vice president. Now, I'm going to tell you, I worked corporate America for that's you. I worked corporate America for many, many years, and I always joked around because I worked for Dun and Bradstreet, and I said, nor did I ever like meet Mr. Dunn or Mr. Bradstreet. Like, you just don't. But here, it's like everyone's within arm's reach, and I love that. But I get to interview you on Monday nights, and we get to talk about something that we love a lot, and that's our Park Lane business. So we are streaming into so many different groups tonight, which I'm super excited about. But the one that's really blowing my mind right now is the mother of all events. The fact that and that's the name of it, guys, the mother of all events. If you're not part of that group, you need to be part of it now. Type
Yeah.
it in your search bar. We are last minute doing a 3-day, right? A 3-day mini mega party for all these people. And you're giving away cash and prizes, and people, the lives so far have been so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it really it's fired me up. I mean, I'm really excited about sharing this even in there. So I just want to welcome a ton of people hopped in. Welcome all of you. And I'm asking if you're watching this on a page that is public. So if you're watching it on the Grace and Grit Studio business page, click the share button. Share us to your friends and family. We'd appreciate that. So on Monday nights, I have the distinct pleasure of interviewing Mary Grace, and I get to ask her 4 questions about our business. And I love this because, first of all, many of you have been asked to come on here tonight. Your stylist sent you a message and invited you to personally come, which to me is very powerful. It's very powerful for both entities. It's powerful for your stylist because he or she gets to choose who she wants to work with. And it's
Yes.
powerful for you because you were one of the chosen, that she is
Yes.
interested in you hearing this. And I think it's just a powerful
Yes.
opportunity. We get to chit chat about what direct sales is, why Park Lane. You're going to answer all these type of questions for everybody here tonight. So drop in the comments, because there are a ton of you on. Drop in the comments who your stylist is. Thank you so very much for hopping in here tonight, and we're going to get started. So Mary Grace, the first question I always like to start with, because I've already dropped the term, I do. What exactly is direct sales? And why do people choose it? And how does it differ from multi-level marketing or MLM?
Okay, good question. I wish I'd had more time to think about the answer. I'm just kidding. We do it every week. No, but the direct sales is actually an
Yeah.
industry where you can run your own business with none of the risk, none of the overhead, but all of the benefits of the flexibility and everything, and doing it at your own pace. And truly, I think there's a lot of us out there who in our lifetime have said things like, I'd love to run my own business. But honestly, as far as the courage or the financial aspect, I don't know that I ever would have bitten that bullet, but it was so amazing to be able to discover direct sales. And that's exactly what I did. And you did. And most of us did. We discovered it. We didn't go looking for it. We found out about it because we went to a party or we got on a call like this or we had a friend. And direct sales simply means direct to consumer. Okay. Direct sales means that we are a liaison between the company and our customer. And it's actually an amazing place to be in today's world because 78% of my organization does strictly online selling.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have, but there's a human contact. They're the human contact for their customer, which you don't have someplace at like Amazon or whatever. They're not giving you advice or making sure you know exactly when a deal is coming out just for you, kind of thing. And that's what we're able to do. Multi-level marketing is a business that a lot of people confuse with direct sales because again, people do it from their own home. They're representing a company.
Mm-hmm.
But in a nutshell, multi-level marketing is more recruiting based. Like
Mm-hmm.
literally, they would love to turn every single customer into a rep. And they're keeping track somehow of the levels because they have multi levels going and they need to place people on certain levels in
Yep.
order to capitalize on what their pay is and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a little bit more consuming in that way, largely done from behind the computer and truly one person at a time. Direct sales, which is what Park Lane is, we're a party plan business. So that means that, yes, we can take individual orders, but also Park Lane rewards people for sharing their friends and family with us. And you guys, it's really brilliant when you think about
I
it,
love that.
because like if I met Janine at a show and she wanted to have a show, already her friends and family would know that I was somebody that Janine approved of. Well, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how true that is, but just that she had vetted, so to speak. So it's kind of like a soft sell, like, oh, you're going to like her. It's fun. You're going to love the product, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So we reward that hostess in free product, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of free jewelry. So direct sales party plan, multi-level marketing, much more multi-leveling. Now,
Well,
of
I
course,
think
we
I
love to
think it's a
recruit
larger I think
too.
it's a larger web that's woven. I think it's a
Yes.
larger web that's woven, and there's a lot of offshoots to it. It's a lot more to I'm not comparatively, I think it's a lot more to look at, basically. And can be a little confusing,
They're
I
very
think. That's
different businesses. They truly
very,
are.
very.
They really are. And I this is the space that I belong in and love. But I think if somebody said, "Have you ever considered direct sales?" I am so afraid that I would have thought it was something else or something
I
like,
would have
is that
said
one of
no.
those pyramid schemes, that I think I would have backed away, but
Yep.
so lucky to have landed at this, even if it is by, by serendipity, just a happy accident. And I do love, and I do always have to put this out there because as I get older, one of the things that I love about my industry, my job, is that I really do acquire a lot of wisdom, not just through my job, but through having raised kids and
Oh,
stuff.
you're
And I
very
love to
smart.
share it.
You're very smart.
I just love to share some of the things I've learned.
Yeah.
And David Bach wrote The Automatic Millionaire. And he is a huge, huge proponent of direct sales. Now, his original gig or angle, if you would, was to show people how if they took a little bit of money every month and invested it, how much money they would end up with
The
in
end.
such a
Yeah.
short time. And when he started to really make this his platform, I really want to be able to help people save and invest, he realized that most Americans live paycheck to paycheck
Mm-hmm.
and there isn't any extra. And then when he would go to problem solve with them on how they could come up with extra, it was tricky and it was involving people changing careers and stuff. And when he discovered direct sales, he goes, this is the ticket. This is it because it's extra and you do it around the schedule you already have and nobody has to change what they're doing, life wise dramatically because you're going to fit it around. And he goes, take that money, invest it. You'll be a millionaire in no time. So that's just one benefit, but it speaks to me a lot because it was from a professional money man. And direct sales is actually a major at Harvard now. So it's big business. And 15% of the millionaire women in the world were millionaires because of direct sales.
sellers.
Yes.
Direct sales. It's mind blowing when you think about that. Also, there's a ton of people watching, and they all put who their stylist is. So the next question, number 2, is drop in the comments and let us know if you've ever sold for another direct sales or MLM company. You do not have to give us the name. You can say I sold a home product, I sold a jewelry product, whatever. But let us know because I bet you. I never really looked at the percentage of people that have dipped their toe, but I bet there's a lot of people that have done that. And I know there's something you want to talk about when it comes to working for another company.
Yes, I do. So here at Park Lane, we are the only direct sales company that has a special program called Direct to Point. And guess what? It works like other industries do. Okay. Every industry that I know of, you are benefit from your experience, right? So you take your experience and you go and you get a job that recognizes and pays you for that experience. That's what we do here at Park Lane. So if you have had direct sales experience, we will interview you and we will plug you in at a title and a pay level that is commensurate with what you have already proven you can do. And it doesn't mean that you have to be currently in direct sales, like if you ever were, and start to build a team and stuff. We want to hear about it because we can save you. One of the reasons I think that people go, is they think they have to start all over, and with Park Lane, even starting all over is better than most, but you don't have to start all over. We could plug you in. So if you know somebody that has had direct sales experience, is currently feeling kind of unhappy with the way they are, disgruntled, worried, tension, we've all had that. Let them in on us. Let them know about us because we could be the
100% because we have a
solution.
we have a plug and play opportunity for them, and that's super awesome. So tell me, in the direct sales, genre, why jewelry? How does jewelry fit into that?
Oh, I could spend so long on this, but okay. So I just talked to you about the direct sales appointment program.
Right.
Okay. Both Janine and Mary Grace and many of the reps on this call are participants in that. I was with another company for 12 years. How long were you, Janine?
23.
23. Wow. So when we came to Park Lane, they recognized that and they brought us in at levels that recognize that for a better way of saying it. When those companies started to go give us headaches and we just knew something's not right. I know mine particularly had 5 or 6 new presidents in the course of a year and a half. You're yeah, this isn't good. And they kept taking programs away and, stuff like that. You're yeah, this isn't good. I saw the writing on the wall. Well, the first time I already said this, I fell into direct sales. I went to a party. I go, that looks fun. And I said, yeah, give me more information. I fell into it.
Yeah.
Now I was being very intentional and purposeful because I love the direct sales space. I knew that I wanted to stay in it. And now I thought, okay, Mary Grace, think it through. What product is going to give you the most bang for your buck? And it's jewelry, you guys. And that's why the Levine family back in 1955, when they started our company, they hired people to come back to them and tell them what they should do. And
Right.
3 different consulting companies all came back with jewelry as number 1. And it's because look at the market. There's no end to our market. I mean,
No.
every type of person
Yeah.
it would invest in jewelry or buy jewelry or
Right.
wear jewelry, right? Every type of person.
Right.
The market, so the market's wide open. It's one of the number 1 gifts in the world, candy, flowers, jewelry. So if they're not buying for themselves, they're buying for other people. In fact, I bet everyone on this call has bought jewelry for someone at one time or another, right? The longevity, like it's been around, it's not a fad, it's been around 150,000 years, and we're showing $43 billion forecast. So jewelry's not going anywhere. It's growing, it's changing. It's considered consumable, which I love because I used to do candles. Like people, they don't necessarily use up their jewelry, but what does happen is fashion is consumable in that it changes with trends, outfits, times, seasons. You got it. People are always changing it up. It's fashion. If from the vantage point of being the representative for the company, we wear our product. I don't know if anybody really thinks about how amazing that is, because when people are like, how do you get new customers? I mean, it's like we're walking billboards, and it's just learning the words. When someone says they like your necklace, or you could say you like theirs. It doesn't have to be Park Lane. It still starts the conversation, right? But when you can say like, oh, I represent a line of jewelry. I'm so glad you like it. If let me add you to my VIP group because I give away free jewelry all the time. And that's like a way to grow your reach in a very no pressure kind of way. Not only are we wearing our jewelry, so are our customers and our hostesses. So they're doing the same thing for us. They're sending people back our way. Very light, very inexpensive to ship if you ever have to. Fall fits in a little, a little suitcase or a little closet. It's not like you have to have a whole extra space for your stuff. And you're like, if you do choose to go out and show it, it's like sling a tote bag on your shoulder and off you go. I literally had to get a hip replacement from the lifting and everything that I did for my other business. So there are a lot of, I probably didn't think of everything, but really, you guys, jewelry is the place to be. It really is. And 16 years ago, you would have been just trusting me. Today, I can show you the numbers.
That's what I say. You talk to any one of the stylists that brought you onto this call, and they will tell you why Park Lane is the answer. Because more than likely, they did their homework, they ran their spreadsheets, and they saw the money mountain here, and they saw themselves in it. Most of your leader team came over from another company, a lot of them, and a lot of us looked at it and went, "Wow, that's available." Because it's astonishing.
This is our luck. They tell us things.
Yeah. There's times that we even question, is that too good to be true? And then we joke around, well, it must be Park Lane. But I mean, how true is that?
We get a little spoiled.
Let's really take like a deeper dive. You talked about why jewelry, and I love all those reasons, but how come, like, why Park Lane? Why is that one the answer? Because there's a lot of jewelry companies, Mary Grace.
Yes, there is. And I looked at almost all of them. I really did. I decided jewelry, and then I did my due diligence, and I looked at a lot of them. And I'm going to tell you guys why I chose Park Lane. Okay. First of all, I already mentioned to all of you that we started in 1955.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been here 16 years. So if you do the math, I was here during COVID. I loved that they were cash rich, and I loved that they were debt free, and I loved that they were so steady Eddie. But I really experienced it during the quarantine and saw what they were able to do when other companies were folding. They were able to throw extra at us because of their brilliant business decisions, financial decisions all these years. So there is a lot to be said for a company that's been around this long and is still growing every single month. Okay. Now, as a leader, really as a person, another thing that I really loved, and you're not going to believe this, but here at Park Lane, we have no minimums.
Nope.
Okay. A lot of times people say, what do you have to do? Honestly, if you want to get paid, we recommend that you represent some jewelry work, but you don't have to do anything. We do not have quotas. We
Yep.
do not have anything like that where there's an expectation. Um, Once you have your title, that's your title. So I am an executive company vice president. And something I wanted to just add on to that, Janine, earlier when you said, did you ever get to talk to your executive? I never thought I would get to be one. I could be the best worker they had in all the places that I worked. But if you'd have to hope that a
100%.
position came available and someone chose you. But being able to work at your own pace and do here what you want to do with it, that's incredible. But anyway, so no
Nice.
quotas. So I literally could leave for a couple of years, just take a break, come back, and I would still be an executive company vice president at the same pay
Amazing.
level that I have now. Okay.
Yep.
So there are a lot. That's really cool. And that's one of the things we all have our mouth open at. Okay.
Yeah.
What Park Lane does and why they're able to do that and not have minimums, because they don't have to worry about what's going to happen every single month. Like if we're going to sell enough jewelry to keep the company afloat, we sell above and beyond because we are led with incentives. We are led
Yep.
with things like 2 trips a year that we can work for. You know what, you guys, just free jewelry. Like, think about that. What if you didn't have to buy the jewelry that you buy right now, but you could just earn the jewelry for free? Or what if you did buy jewelry and then you got a paycheck back every week for what you spent? So we love even if you're just a user, that you become a doer. Because we would love, for you to be able to take advantage of that friends and family discount. Now, the programs is what you really want to look at. And again, I wasn't savvy enough when I first started direct sales. I was like, that looks fun, and I had to learn as I went.
True.
Now, looking backwards at everything that I've learned, oh my gosh, the customer sale is brilliant. You guys have experienced it probably, where it's buy 2 items for regular, get 4 for half, spend $90 and get a special $35 item. What happens as a result of our customer sale is that our average order is well over $100. Well,
Right.
we get paid on percentage. We get paid a percentage of what we sell. So of course we love the higher sales, and we love the higher sales because everyone's so thrilled with it. It's like they're getting 4 cars for the price of 1 car. They're thrilled, right? It's not, they're just absolutely thrilled at the $100 mark, and because they're getting 6, 7, 8 pieces. And remember when I said about going out in the world and wearing the jewelry?
Yeah.
They're wearing more because of the sale.
Yeah.
You know what? Girls love a sale. When we hear something really
too.
cool, we want to repeat it, right?
Me too.
It's true.
Yeah.
And we want to share it. So I hear it all the time, like, oh my gosh, no, wait till you hear the sale. Wait till you hear this. So, it's marketing. It's free verbal marketing, word of mouth. Okay. We're very generous to our hostesses. I already mentioned that because we're a party plan business, and Park Lane pays for all that. I kind of expected that. I didn't know that's real unusual, but it is. We don't pay for a hostess's free stuff. Park Lane takes care of all that.
Yep.
And then we really are the highest paid representatives in the direct sales industry, starting at 30% for brand new people, going all the way up to 50% for people that move up the ladder very quickly too. I might
Very
add,
quickly.
not like, no, you can do it really quickly. And then what they lead with, of course, the trips and the car and the free jewelry and everything else. They're just always thinking about us, dropping new things, keeping people interested. They're just absolutely amazing. And when I did compare to other jewelry companies, first of all, none of them could compare to our programs. Nobody can. Any product they can't compare to our programs. They can't afford to do them, But also what I noticed, beautiful jewelry with other companies too. But I noticed there was a romance item. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, no,
but
you're right.
Their whole line was always about around something.
One thing.
So
Yeah.
like a pearl, a Swarovski crystal, a charm, you guys, silver, whatever. But we are full line jewelry. So there's something for everyone. Yep.
What's interesting? You mentioned trips, free jewelry, a car, cash. this is like you could not even imagine these bonuses, and this is happening to many of us every single month. And I know the one time your husband said to you how wonderful it was that you didn't have to buy gifts for people because you earned them with
Yes.
your business. I
And
mean,
I don't
it's
have to
just
pay for
awesome.
trips because I earned them.
Yeah, I
So it's
mean,
like free money sometimes.
it's fun stuff. I don't know where you can work where. I always say to people, I get paid cash and jewelry. Thank you very much. And it's super fun to get paid both of those ways. Um, no minimums, no quotas, no overhead. You mentioned all the no's that we want to hear. Everything else is a yes. So right now, I'm going to ask you, Mary Grace, why should all of these people that are watching, why is now the time for them to do this?
Okay, so Park Lane does amazing things. How do I word this? Because I know I'm afraid you would think I would just say this, and I really wouldn't. I'm a really honest person. I couldn't live with myself if I like made up things. The Levine family, they actually are a very kind family, and they really do want so
Very,
much for all of
absolutely.
us. And sometimes I worry that they make it so easy that they think people are like that, like, oh, there must be a catch. But really, they take the risk. We don't. When
Yeah,
you join Park Lane, it's $129.
yeah,
Now, a lot of people would pay $129 just to be part of something like this, to be able to use their name. No, for the $129, you get to choose $500 worth of jewelry. It's
yeah.
your jewelry to do with whatever you want. And our average order is $100. So why wouldn't you take $500 worth of jewelry for $129? But that also covers like your website, your back office training, everything. We teach you what to do. I know there's always a fear of that, but we have literally cut and
Yeah.
paste materials where you could start a business tonight with 30 days of content because of, what we have
Because of
available for
you,
you.
because of what you provide to us. It's
Well, Park
because of
Lane
you.
does a lot, and then
They
I
do.
do, yeah, and then I do other things because I want to make it like really easy for you, really, really easy for you. Because I know that it's so difficult, and the world is such a scary place that people are. I know this is going to be. I know something's going to happen, but no, nothing happens. So, $129, $500 worth of jewelry, your own personal website, the back
Yeah.
office website. Okay, it's a tax write off, all of that. Okay, then you have a show. You have a show. And your show is your grand opening.
Right.
And that show, even though you're going to just be watching and learning, you're the one that's going to get paid for that.
Right.
And you're also the one that's going to get the hostess benefits, all of the free jewelry. So the 500 jewelry already picked, plus the jewelry from that, plus the paycheck. And when all is said and done, and you do that 2 hours of your life, and that's what happened, you look at it and you go, okay, so I certainly left here with much more than I came with.
Amen.
And if you want to keep doing it, you keep doing it. If you don't, we want you to be our customer still. But we really try to take away the fear factor. Now, what I'm doing this month too is this is the month, and we only have a couple days left. Okay. In the month of April, I am giving away 2 Gucci backpack purses. Now, I don't know how much you know about Gucci. I didn't know much about any of this until I got in the fashion industry. But these purses go for roughly $2,000
Oh
each.
my
They're
God.
little works of art. Okay. What happens is when you join Park Lane this month, your name goes in for a drawing for this purse. And the second purse goes to whoever recruited you.
The
So
second.
you could be doing something amazing for yourself and amazing for the person that invited you to this call. And it's all just right there. And it just is with you saying, oh, why not? What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is you're going to get a paycheck and bunches of free jewelry and maybe a Gucci. So that's why now is the right time. And when I say now, I mean like now, like tonight. Sign up tonight.
Drop a Gucci in the comments and tag your stylist if you're ready to book your party to dip your toe and try out Park Lane. We like to call them a dip your toe show. You can do your show. You do not have to buy your kit right away. You can do
No,
your show.
good
Once we
point.
close you out, we can get you your kit. And then within a week, you'll be paid and your kit will be paid back. And the coolest part, in my mind, the coolest part is the fact that when you purchase your kit and you choose your 500 in jewelry, Park Lane does not choose that for you. You choose what you wear.
Yeah,
That's the benefit.
absolutely. Absolutely, to do with as you wish.
So
And we
I
are
am
we are understaffed You know, like there is so much opportunity out there. And a lot of people, I have to say, like your reality isn't reality. So let's say you have 3 really good friends who all sell Park Lane. Don't let that stop you. There is so much more out there. Unbelievable, especially with the online options and stuff. And a lot of people are just like, you know, how am I going to meet people? How's it going to? We teach you all of that, and it enriches your life in so many different ways. And believe me, we are not high stress. We don't believe in stalking or begging or bugging people. We
No.
provide an amazing service for people, and we would love for you to help us do that going forward.
Thank you, Mary Grace. And thank you to all of you for hopping in tonight. I really appreciate that you took the time. Mary Grace and I would love for you to come back next Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central at our Grace and Grit Studio business page or group and join us again. Bring a friend, ask your friend some questions. Say to her or him, what do you think about this? Like, let
Yeah.
someone else hear the opportunity and see what they have to say. So, Mary Grace, thank you for taking the time with us tonight.
Of course. And I will see bunches of you later in the mother of all events. If you're wondering what I'm talking about and you want to come, make sure to ask your rep. She'll get you the link.
Because our feature event is tonight at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Mary Grace is coming live. And when she comes live, crazy stuff happens. Your Google form is in the description of this video, wherever you're watching it. It's also dropped in the comments. You want to fill that out. We choose our winner by Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So get that Google form back to us. Thanks again for coming on tonight.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Evening. Bye-bye.